our girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Guess who's back? Back again. Grover's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 I've created a monster, cause nobody wants to see Justin no more. They want Cobra, I'm chopped liver. If you want cold, this is what I'll give you. Little bit of weed mixed with some hard liquor, some vodka that'll jumpstart my heart quicker than a shock when I get shocked at the hospital by the doctor when I'm not cooperating. Rocking the table while he's operating. You waited this long to stop debating, cause I'm back, I'm on the rag and ovulating. I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problem's complicating. So the FCC won't let me be, so let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. So come on, dip, bum on your lips, fuck that. Bum on your lips and some on your tits and get ready. This shit's about to get heavy. I just settled all my lawsuits. Fuck you, Debbie. This looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it'd be so empty without me. I said, this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it'd be so empty without me. Little hellions, kids feeling rebellious, embarrassed. The parents still listen to Elvis. Started feeling like prisoners, helpless. Someone comes along on a mission and yells, bitch, a visionary. Vision is scary. Could start a revolution, polluting the airwaves, a rebel. So let me just revel and bask in the fact that I got everyone kiss my ass and it's a disaster. A catastrophe for you to see so much of my damn ass. You asked for me, well I'm back, na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Picture Bennett and a tune it and I'm gonna enter in it. End up on your skin like a splinter. Center of attention, back for the winner. I'm interesting. The best thing since wrestling. The best thing in your kids' ears and nesting. Nesting.
Well, Justin, I messed up. I don't know if I like that or not, Isaac.
It's good. It's a cool little cover. Interesting little cover.
Sitting on his
He's almost as greasy as you. He's almost as greasy.
I know. So look at how greasy I am. It's been rough. It's been a rough Christmas.
And I'm tired. Hold on, let me let my cat in.
Okay, let your cat in. Welcome everybody to the MLO Bros. We are going to start trying to do podcasts every Tuesday. We got a little lazy there. We're going to start doing it every Tuesday.
Okay.
So
let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, we had a nice 6 months off where we were doing a podcast every month or two, and we got.
I know.
Back. So we have all kinds of things coming up.
What do we have coming up?
Did you hear about Youngstown and these guys that wanting to start a skate park in Youngstown?
I heard about it.
He wants to come on Tuesday. I think that's a good one.
That'd be sweet. Skate park in Youngstown. I'm for it.
Which will then lead into currently there are 4 candidates for the mayor's office in Youngstown.
Sweet.
4.
Are we doing some kind of
Tito, who I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something. Tito, McDowell, John White, and one just came out tonight. I forget her, Turner, I think. She's a councilman already, or councilwoman already.
Okay.
So that's 4. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 5th. Julius.
You think Julius is going to run?
I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting though. So I listened to I'm going to invite that Turner lady. I want to have John White on. I want to have McDowell on. Tito won't come on. We don't got to worry about that because he hates our guys.
Yeah.
But I want to have those other 3. The Turner lady. I listened to her interview today. If I'm saying her name wrong, let me know in the comments. But I think it's Turner.
But she was too, if Tito would want to come on, we would totally talk to Tito.
Well, I'm going to invite him. I'll invite him.
Yeah.
Invite him on. Oh, we're going to invite him on, but I don't think he will. He's been on our show before.
Yeah.
To be fair.
For sure.
The Turner lady, I love what she was saying because she was saying, I want to include all of, it's not, she literally in her interview said, it's not just Youngstown. It's all of Mahoning County, and we feed off of each other, and we live off of each other. One needs the other. She was saying exactly what we've been saying, so I thought that was interesting.
That is correct, man. That is 100%.
We'll see what she has to say. So, let's bring Justin on. Justin from the 330 Sports Show, our friend from Project MKC, 3 Sports Show, Youngstown Studio, all that fun stuff.
Gentlemen, how you doing?
Thank you for joining us, sir. Sorry, we were leaving you in the shadows.
No, you're good. Happy New Year.
What's new, man?
I mean, just like you guys had a busy Christmas and holidays, and it's one of those times it's great, but all the days kind of run together and you don't really know what's going on. And frankly, I was kind of happy to go back to work this week. So,
Dude, yeah, I was happy my kids and my wife were finally out of my house. all excited yesterday. Like, yes, they're gone. They're gone. It's freaking snow day. I was like, you son of a
I know.
Right. Getting back to the regular scheduled programming is
it has. I need a routine. I don't know about you guys. I need a routine.
Yeah, I went to the gym. I'd been to the gym in months because our freaking kids were home. I mean, it was brutal. So,
and the other thing that really throws a wrench into my system is like I love eating food, but I also like during my routine I eat healthy during the week, and having those holidays right in the middle of the week, like brutal. I'm gonna go to Christmas, I'm gonna go to New Year's. And I'm going to show up and show out for the old ladies that cook food. Like I'm going to eat 3 plates of food and they're going to keep bringing, and it's just going to be absolutely disgusting. I got to impress these ladies. So it's just horrible because then I'm fat. It's just the entire week I'm eating food.
Wait until you spit on a couple kids. It's so hard to be healthy.
Oh yeah.
So, I don't want to make excuses with the kids, but it's so hard because in your house, when it's just you and your wife, you can put your healthy food in, but they start bringing in bad food. There's snacks. It's just, and it's such an excuse. But until you live it, Justin gets it. Until you live it, you don't understand.
What you're saying is some folks have higher dad taxes than other folks.
Oh, 100%.
You have a higher dad tax.
Or Isaac, how about this? You sit down and eat dinner. You make some chicken nuggets and some French fries for your kids. So you eat your healthy dinner and you're like, okay, I'll clean up. And then right there on the tables, there's like 4 or 5 nuggets. You're like, well, I want to put this.
Yeah, right.
If they're cold. So then every day you eat 4 or 5 nuggets. The next thing you know, you've had 1,000 nuggets in like 2 months.
Right.
So
that makes sense.
All right. So we got some different topics. I have not really shared this with anybody. I did a little post. We're gonna go right to the thing we missed. I wanted to do a live thing, but here let's do a little talk back here. And this is from 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. Let's see if we can do this. Now advertising.
Why are you throwing that in the trash? Excuse me?
On the
food waste out of the landfill is better for Mother Earth.
Luke, here's a pro tip. Have that queued up before, play it, and then the video.
Listen. You're asking too
much.
Preparation. This is the most preparation I've done in days.
I gotta watch this lady snake her drain now.
I bookmarked this thing. I mean, that is prep right there.
Incinerator.
There we go.
The FBI is investigating apparent drone sightings in New Jersey that more and more communities are seeing in the Garden State. Now, one Hubbard family tells 21 News they spotted something similar in the skies just last week. We reached out to the FAA and FBI about these bizarre sightings.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a drone. The FBI, along with New Jersey State Police and Homeland Security, are looking into what could be in the skies in New Jersey's Morris and Somerset counties. People living in those regions are seeing clusters of drones and reportedly a fixed-wing aircraft. That's why investigators are requesting the public to report any recent sightings.
I'm not typically frightened by something like that, but I just thought it was a little bit odd.
Hubbard's Mary Mitweedy isn't ruling out she saw something similar last Saturday at her parents' Mount Everett Road home.
And I saw something flashing,
like a nice lady.
flashing lights just above my dad's garage.
I am not laughing at anything. I'm not laughing.
Video taken by Mary showed these 3 red dots.
She saw a drone, Justin. Stop laughing.
The hell?
They were
she saw a
moving
drone.
very quickly. They said, yeah, we've seen those a handful of times. So we don't know what they are. Is it a satellite?
The sighting similar to what's being reported in New Jersey.
They look identical to what I just saw a couple days ago here in Hubbard, Ohio.
The FAA tells us it has not received any reports in Northeast
Steve,
Ohio. Hubbard
sorry,
City and
Steve,
Township Police
fucking-
have not
it's on
gotten
your
any
own.
calls on the mystery lights. While the lights spotted in Hubbard remain a mystery, the FAA has banned drones
Oh
over a
my
New
God.
Jersey military base and Trump-owned golf club as investigations continue.
Now, anyone with relevant information is asked to call the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI or
Right.
go online to tips.fbi.gov.
She seems like a nice lady. I am not.
She does.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. I got
No,
some-
one of those drones was definitely
What's-
a plane.
What's that?
One of those drones was definitely a plane, like
They
just
were
straight
all-
up.
they're
A plane.
Oh,
all-
yeah.
look, so what do you guys think on this? Let's start with our guest first. Justin, what was your take on the drones?
If I had to get, well, I mean, they're drones. I don't know where they're coming
not
from.
aliens. They're not aliens. They're
Not these ones, at least. The scariest thing I've heard is they're flying at night to find something that went missing.
the
Something-
nuclear weapon stuff.
Something that possibly came back from Ukraine, Russia. That's the scariest
They
theory
think
I've
there's like
heard.
a nuke. They're looking for a nuke that
I think they're looking
in
for
New
something
Jersey.
or in the ocean.
Yeah.
Which is a little terrifying.
That's
That would be-
cool.
That would be
terrifying one. but-
Plutonium. Yeah, they were looking for plutonium.
Mhm.
Isaac, what's your take on that?
Man, I never heard that theory, and that's super interesting and super scary. All I have to say is thank God we live in Youngstown, Ohio, where nothing cool ever happens and there's nothing good here, so we won't get bombed, But yeah, I have no idea what those drones are. I don't think they're alien. I think the government 100% knows what they are, and they're just doing their thing and trying to keep everybody dumb. And hey, don't worry about it, because if we really knew what it was, we would probably all panic. And I'm sure a little bit of it too is folks just messing with other people now, because there's a couple of
Could be.
drones in the sky. Everybody has the public has access to drones. You just fly a drone up there, throw some lights on it, and mess with everybody.
Well, every drone photo that I saw, this is my thing, Isaac. I'm gonna go with you here. Everyone I saw had like FAA lights, right? So if you're like China or you're Russia, you're not going to put FAA lights. You're going to fly dark and nobody's going to see
if
it,
it's
right?
a spy drone or something, it wouldn't have the correct lights.
Right. So my guess is, and this is just based on my instinct alone.
Mhm.
If I saw a news article where somebody's like, I saw a drone over my house, and the news went up and posted it, right? And I had a drone. What would I do? I'd immediately throw that thing up. If I used to have two real good drones, the Phantoms or whatever those are. Dude, if I still had those, I would have been zipping them around Poland. I promise you.
Right.
And then some people are like, oh, those drones are 6 feet high, 6 feet wide. Dude, amateur drones are now 6 feet. You ever see those big ones that have like the multiple?
huge ones.
Yeah.
I just think it was a bunch of nerds that didn't have anything better to do, and they just bid on it because we haven't heard anything about it now, right? It's been dead.
So my question would be, if it is plutonium or whatever, why would they be looking at night?
I think something like the way it lights up, or I don't know. That'd be
It has like a green glow,
like Back to the Future.
Right.
They're getting it from,
Exactly. Yeah, but isn't that what they powered plutonium? Right?
the time machine.
The time machine, right?
Yeah.
The DeLorean.
What do you think that lady out in Hubbard saw?
I'm
Probably,
not sure.
probably some guy flying a drone.
She probably saw a drone out of the corner of her eye.
She is. I'm sure she's a nice, wonderful local lady, and you guys need to
I'm a terrible
grow up.
person. Okay.
grow
hold on.
up. I'm sure she's wonderful. I'm sure she's a
John says in the comments, I could fly a drone during the day or let alone the night. John, I promise you could. It is so easy to fly drones.
Maybe we're just good at flying them though, Luke, because we play video games, so we know.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
so I need 5 minutes usually because they land by themselves.
Yeah, They're a lot
And
of
if
fun.
they run out of batteries, they fly back to the spot and land. I mean, it's freaking nuts.
Yeah, they're very easy to fly.
Yeah. All right. I have an article I'm going to have to read now, and this is fantastic. Isaac, did you see this?
Man accused of facing what? He took what?
Man accused of taking neighbor's chickens facing a theft charge.
Okay.
Close her. Okay. A man is facing a misdemeanor charge of theft after a neighbor told police he stole 6 of her chickens. An Island Drive resident who told them she saw her neighbor enter the backyard on December 22nd and take one hen, tucking it into his coat and walking away. Report state. The woman told police she confronted the 19-year-old suspect, demanding he return the chicken. Reports state that the man repeated, "Will you forgive me?" in a robotic tone, at one point hugging her and getting down on his knees. The woman was missing a total of 6 chickens over the last 3 months. Reports state she asked the man, "Did you sacrifice my chickens?" To which he replied, "Yes." On Saturday, police executed an arrest warrant on theft charge, released with a court summons for Tuesday, January 7th. Justin.
Wow.
How did she know? Like, why did you go sacrifice? Why did you go straight to sacrifice? Did you sacrifice my chicken? Did you eat my chicken? Not did you eat my chickens? Did you steal my chickens? Did you take my chickens? Did you sacrifice my chickens?
Wow.
I immediately pictured like the guy walking back with the chicken in his like coat with like a pentagram in his basement and like murdering the chicken. Like I don't know.
What?
Wait,
Justin, is this the
Did
kind
you
of stuff
say-
you talk? Is this the kind of stuff you talk about on your podcast?
we get out there sometimes, but not Youngstown chicken sacrifices. So
Go ahead.
So you mentioned Island Drive. I've lived around, this area most of my life.
Yeah.
And so I looked it up. Island Drive is behind where like across 680 from like where Walmart and like, that area would be.
Yeah.
So that's basically right in your guys' neck of the woods.
Poland. Oh, dude, that's Poland, Borman.
Yeah. Yeah, that's back. That's right behind where I used to live in my condo.
That makes so much more sense now that it's down there over there. That's the south side of Poland.
Poland chickens.
That makes a lot
Different
of sense.
story.
That's they got
the weird thing is they give no explanation and she goes straight to did you sacrifice. She has to know what like
This guy's done some weird shit
no,
before.
she has to have some kind of information like she knows that. And what does sacrifice mean?
Is there-
Sacrifice the chicken to what?
Hold on, let me see. Maybe there's a picture. Let me see if I can find a picture of sacrifice.
First thing I thought of was, did you ever see Major League when like Joe Boo's in a hitting slump? They sacrifice the
Fuck
chicken.
You, Joe Boo. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Joe Boo. I'll do it myself. Hold on, I gotta see if I can find it. There was a picture of this guy, and he looked like he'd sacrifice chickens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, dude, totally. Look at this guy.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that guy. Tell me he's not sacrificing chickens and doing other things to chickens.
The crazy shit though is like it's kind of sad, but it's like
Well, yeah. It says he's 19.
You're killing animals. What they say
Yeah,
was serial killers. What comes
World
next?
Pavlov. Wow.
That's pretty scary, actually.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Is Tara part of considered? No, that it's Boardman, but it's Poland schools. Tara, right, Isaac?
Yeah, Tara. Does Tara dead ends and then it goes back into Boardman?
Right. Correct.
Yeah. Tara dead ends and then it
That's
goes
freaking
back.
terrifying, man. That's
No,
bad.
dude, drugs. Don't do drugs. All right. I don't even want to. I'm so.
But still, like, I want more info. Why is it just? Did you sacrifice my chickens? Like, what? Like that
Well-
lady has to know something.
Well, like the thing that raises a red flag for me, did you ever hear like any serial killer, Jeffrey Dahmer, whoever, they always start by hurting animals when they're
That's
younger.
what I said.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
freaky.
Yeah, no doubt. No
It's
doubt.
bad.
Definitely creepy. Since we have Justin on, so first off, everybody, if you're watching, and I'm sure most of you guys like and follow us, but if you could like and follow the 330 Sports Show, Justin, you do more than just sports over there, right? I mean, you do mostly sports.
Yeah, I'd say like 75 to 80% sports, but we did like in December, we did like a Home Alone 2 movie breakdown.
Yeah.
We do random pop culture stuff just for fun. So
Right, and I mean, we've been buddies with you guys for a while. You're like the you're one of our group here with Joe and Justin, or no, I'm sorry, Jeremy, and Justin was a little bit a part of the incident that happened at the project. We tried not to ruin your golf outing. I know Isaac. I didn't. Obviously, Isaac tried not to distract it and like keep them away from the people. Right, Isaac?
I was lucky enough. I was going out to Vegas that same night. I was going to the Browns Raiders game that weekend, and so I was sober. I was actually hole spotting. We had a hole in one hole, so you guys come flying by me, and Jeremy just looked at me like hands up, and I didn't, and I got the story about 2 or 3 days later. So
well, the other thing that happened too in that moment when I was flying by you, like Luke saw you and he's high as shit at that point. And he's like, I don't want to talk to Justin. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go. I just want to leave. So I like had to like scoot around you guys and just be like, oh, see you guys later.
I am going to golf so good next year at the golf outing. I'm going to have a beer or two. I'm not taking any gummies. I'm going to have a good, enjoyable time. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to get drunk as shit, but I'll be good.
That's the way to do it.
That's definitely
mix.
That's the way to do it. We'll get drunk as shit. All right. So
you got any other good stories? This is great.
Yeah. Well, I wanted, since you got Justin on here, I want to talk about two Browns things because I know Isaac's a Brown fan. I know Justin's a big Brown fan. I'm a big Brown. We'll throw some stupid Steelers stuff in there too because I think they're going to get murdered by the Ravens. But we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the Browns a little bit. So the Browns have. Let me pull this up. My thing is going real slow. Let me get rid of the chicken guy. It's not going. Anyways, the Browns have. Why is it not going? Jeez, man. The Browns have landed the number 2 overall pick in the 2025 draft. Browns will have a first-round draft pick. Oh, Jesus, it just makes me so angry. Since 2021, first-round draft pick. You like that, Isaac? The Browns are poised to be on the clock. The results, let's see here. Last time the Browns picked, 2021. Isaac, they picked your boy Greg Newsome with the
hate that guy.
26 overall pick. The last time the Cleveland had a top 10 was 2018, where they took Browns chose Baker Mayfield, who's no longer with us, as well as Denzel Ward with the 4th pick. Wow, we took Mayfield at number 1 and Ward at number 4.
And you got Njoku in that first round too.
Wow.
They had 3 first rounders that year.
Wow. Outside the first, yeah. Wow. All right. So we'll go right to
how's Baker doing right now?
No, let's go right to Justin first. We'll get into that, Isaac. I know that. I mean, dude, we could have a whole show on the stupidity of the Cleveland Browns.
Multiple shows.
What are they going to do with that number 2 pick?
Well, since it's the Browns organization, they're not going to do what I want and most fans want. But
what do you want, Justin?
What I want them to do is trade back and accumulate more picks because this team has a lot of holes. And yeah, I've seen the quarterback stuff. You know, there's Cam Ward from Miami. Yeah. There's Deion's son, Shador Sanders from Colorado. And, you know, there's some red flags with both of them. They're not that big. They're both athletic. They're both, you know, they both played the college game and started for a while. But I don't know.
So trade back. What do you think they could get? I mean, well, I don't know.
That you know, that's the thing with trades. It takes two, and there will be somebody that wants to come up and get it. Yeah. So again, this is me. If I had the opportunity to trade back I don't know, let's say 3 or 4 or 5 spots. Get that pick, maybe get a second rounder and get a first rounder next year as well. So you're getting maybe like, let's say the 6th or 7th, whoever's picking 6th or 7th. Then you can take an offensive lineman. You can take a defensive lineman. You can take a corner. You could take whatever, a wide receiver, whatever your need might be, or just the best player available. And then maybe you have 2 first-round picks next year to go up and get a quarterback for what looks to be a better quarterback class next year.
I like it.
So, but again, that's sometimes too common sense. And it's what, January 7th? You know, there's going to be a lot of rumors and speculation.
This stupid freaking ownership is never going to take a quarterback at that spot, because they will die on the hill that Watson is going to be good. Because at this point, you have arrogant, rich people will never admit they made a mistake.
Well,
ever.
The thing I have heard, Andrew Berry did come out, and they're keeping Stefanski. They're keeping Andrew Berry, so they will be back next year. But they fired their OC, who they brought in specifically to design an offense around Deshaun Watson. He was the OC with Buffalo, comes back. The season, you could hear the players. They were miserable. They're like, we got to get back to what we do best. Run the ball, play action. They were successful with Flacco. They were successful with everybody.
The play action with Flacco was freaking ridiculous. How good
they were even successful with Jameis Winston. You know, minus a few turnovers there too. But at least they were moving the ball. You know, the last few weeks they couldn't do anything. So I think they have to just wipe that quarterback room clean. Eat Deshaun's contract. It sounds like he's not even going to play next year. Based on
which is crazy.
Did
you see that, Isaac?
I don't blame him. I don't blame him one bit. Like, just say you're hurt. You're still hurt. You can't play, and take your freaking money and run, dude. Why would you? Nobody's somebody else is going to take you. Like, just eat your money and run.
Some sort of cap relief with some sort of insurance policy. He's going to make his money, but it could help the Browns if he suffered a setback. So that could be helpful. I don't know.
I'm sure that insurance company is going to have their own doctors looking at that freaking.
Well, they can find him on TikTok. He's eating dinner and posting all sorts of videos on TikTok. He's
and then the worst part about this, and I've taken some grief on Facebook from posting this because they're like, "Oh, Baker was shit when he was with the Braves." You don't know. Isaac and I said Baker was freaking good. He was hurt that last year he played. He had a lot of heart. They should have freaking kept him. And what they did to him was absolutely terrible.
I mean, I can't disagree with, especially hindsight looking back at that. I was someone that wanted to move on from Baker Mayfield. I think it doesn't mean I root for him now. I thought he was the perfect quarterback the Browns needed, but he was never going to be the guy to win a Super Bowl. He's going to get you to the playoffs. He's going to be exciting. And honestly, as a Browns fan, we've been so desperate for a winner. That's all we want. That's all we want.
I just love the way he played.
I hope you say that. You know how freaking amazing it would be if he wins a Super Bowl in Tampa. Oh. That would be incredible.
They got into the playoffs. They got into the playoffs.
They do play in the worst division in football.
That is fair. They were like 9-7 or 9-8. And they were the champions of their freaking division. That was terrible.
Luke, you asked what they should do with the picks, and act like I know good college football players that they should bring over, but I can tell you what, I know bad management, and none of those picks freaking matter. None of the picks matter because there's obviously a management issues. You've had good quarterbacks, you've had good players in Cleveland, and they need to do something about the entire backroom management situation because it's awful. It's obviously awful. It doesn't matter what the picks.
The only thing I'll push back on that is even when there was all the injuries last year, when they had a capable quarterback of Joe Flacco, and even Winston, I think he went 2-4, but it's 2-4, you know, and he was playing some of the tougher teams. So I'm not defending Jameis Winston. I'm not defending Joe Flacco, but when you have just a capable quarterback in there, your defense plays harder. It brings the whole team together. It's like this team just looked disinterested outside of a couple players the whole
We
whole
had
There's
no
like
business
leadership
no,
with
we had
Deshaun
no
Watson.
business.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
We had no business making the playoffs last year with Flacco, and we did
No.
because our team around him was solid.
Right.
And that makes Watson look like a god awful leader and quarterback.
It's the worst. It's the worst trade in sports history.
Regardless of if he comes back next year and like unless he goes to the Super Bowl, it'll be the worst trade ever. And he's never he will not. I'm making this call right now. He will never be in a Cleveland Browns uniform again. Write that down. Like he's never going to play.
I hope you're right. I agree.
Then just remember arguing when he got injured and then he didn't show up at the games and he wasn't there support. Has he even been at the games? Has he even been there sitting on the sideline?
I doubt it.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, and I'm not defending him, but I think there is some protocol with that. But I will say you don't see him like you see Dak Prescott at Cowboys games, stuff like that too. So you're right. You're right.
And then Jameis, when Jameis is playing, you could tell a difference in him trying to bring the boys together and being a leader on the field compared to Jameis or compared to Deshaun. Everybody's heads down, nobody cares. It just seems like they're not in the game, you know?
Yeah.
It's just awful. And I hate the situation with Cleveland, and I hate that the Haslams are moving the trying to go to Brook Park, and there's that whole situation going down. I think the Browns, if they move to Brook Park, the city of Cleveland should say, you're not allowed to call it the Cleveland Browns, and we're going to make our own team. We're going to make a different team.
Do that.
We're going to call ourselves the Cleveland Clowns. That's what they should do.
Well, I 100% disagree with that. I think the dome is
Here we go. Let's listen. Let's listen. Here we go.
If that's what you think is cool, Justin, if that's pure.
Bring it back. Hold on.
Here
we go. Hold on. We'll get into it in a second.
To move the Browns to Brook Park.
Today, the Haslam Sports Group is revealing brand new details and multiple partners to help turn their vision into something tangible and real. Our Peter Fleischer has been live in Brook Park all afternoon. Peter, they really released a lot of details here. I'm wondering if we should be reading anything into that.
Yeah, Russ, Christy, we finally have the most clear, concise vision for how the Browns plan to turn all of this empty, dirt-filled land into a palatial, sparkling entertainment district. But we know that businesses like the Haslam Sports Group aren't going to work through the specific details, the nitty-gritty details, without a total confidence in the future. The Haslams believe their future is set here in Brook Park, not downtown Cleveland. The Browns' push to move to Brook Park does, of course, start with the new stadium. Now we have brand new details and images. The stadium will feature an enclosed dome with a capacity of 67,000 fans. Relatively speaking, it'll be a fairly small venue, ranking in the bottom third of NFL stadiums in seating capacity. But the Haslams have plans that extend far off the field, calling the 176 acres around the new building a mixed-use entertainment district. 300,000 square feet of retail, 2 upscale hotels, 1,100 apartment units, and 500,000 square feet of office space. And the Haslams will design and control it all. Now, let's connect some of the dots here, because you heard the list of cities in which KHS has helped to build NFL venues. In each of those cities, they also help to build larger entertainment districts that are owned by the NFL ownership. This is much more complicated than a simple football stadium, but we've known that for a long time. I also recently received a statement this afternoon from Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibbs' office. I'm going to read part of it just to make sure we get it exactly right. It says, quote, "The mayor looks forward to continuing discussions with the Browns organization and other key stakeholders to explore all opportunities that will help secure the team's long-term future in Cleveland." So we know there is a lot to sort through, a lot of information that is still going to come out. We'll be with you every step of the way, both on air and online. Russ, Christy.
Yep, everything is still in play. Peter.
Interesting. All right. So, Isaac, we're gonna let you go first this time. What are your thoughts?
The Haslam Browns, they sound great. They sound absolutely fantastic. Let's just shovel money into their pockets. That's what it's all about, right? Just what it's not about Cleveland, it's about the Haslams and their facility and how awesome it's going to be and how much money they're going to make. And it's almost like the organization, which is doing so well under their management, is no longer about Cleveland, it's about money. And hey, I mean, maybe be good, and then we can talk about how you can make money off of being good. But no, it's just no longer about being good; it's just about making money.
Okay, Justin, my turn. Then you can go.
Yeah.
From a fan point of view, I like it on the stadium, or I like it on the water because and in the city because it has the whole feel that I've grown up with. Now, you guys, how old are you, Justin?
43.
For Secret Mind, yeah. So like municipal stadium. I was there when I was younger. It was not very nice, from what I remember.
Yeah.
From a outside of Cleveland point of view, I understand. In a business point of view, I understand what they want to do, Isaac, and it is 100% money because
100%.
where the stadium is located on the lake now. It's a trip just to get there from the city, to be honest with you. Like, you got to park, you got to walk. There's the one way in. You could take the train. Like, it sucks. And there's no room for expansion there. So from a business point, I get it. And in the past, there have been Cleveland venues located outside of the city. Isaac, this is before your time, but what was it? The Civic Center. What was that called, Justin?
Oh man, it was in Richfield, the Richfield Coliseum.
The Richfield Coliseum. And I can remember we went to a circus and they had all these things there. Driving in, and you see it up on a hill, was right there, and people in the comments would probably remember this thing. So it's not the first time it's at like outside the city, but I get both sides. It's 100% money. I love the fact it might snow during a Cleveland Browns game, but I also like being in a dome. Like, I don't care. I don't care. You know what?
I think the
Put them
Browns
on a high school field. If we can go 8, like if we can win games, I don't care where the hell they play. How's that sound?
I think we should focus more on being good and less on making money off of Super Bowls or whatever their game plan is with that facility. I get it. I respect it. Make your money, but hey, maybe focus on being good.
Justin.
While I understand both of your points, yes, the money. It's always about money in the NFL. I mean, these people. There is a wait list of billionaires lining up to buy franchises because it is printing money. Your team does not have to be successful. Just by owning the team, you're making hundreds of millions of dollars per year. However, with that said, I will say this about the Haslams. I'm not a fan of them meddling amongst the football stuff. But from a business perspective, I don't hate it because, one, Brook Park is 14 miles from downtown. 14 miles. That's it. People are acting like, you're driving to Akron or something. You're driving. It's a 15-minute drive from the city. 2, I actually think it might help the downtown in the sense of people are still going to stay in the hotels. They're still going to go out downtown. The Cavs are still down there. The Guardians are still down there. It might bring more younger people living in downtown Cleveland, as well as the Brook Park suburbs. From a football perspective, we get one of those cool snow games, like once a decade. That Browns-Steelers game was awesome. That Bills-Browns game was awesome. But you know when that Bills-Browns game was? That was like 2007 when that game happened. Before that, it was like,
did I go to that? I went to one of the snow games.
It was in the 2000. It was over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like maybe it's me getting older, but I don't want to sit out in the cold, the rain, the wind. It's miserable in there if you're not in a loge.
Sure.
So from a football perspective, I like it. From a business perspective, I like it. And Isaac, I get your point of like they just want to print money, and they probably will. But This is they have tried to work with the city of Cleveland. The one thing about this where the stadium is now, that stupid Burkefront Lake Airport that's there, and that's where like Trump flies in. That's where like private jets fly in. That's all it's for. That is complete a wasted.
Where's that at? Looking at the state. So if I'm looking at the stadium facing the water,
it's to the right. It's
to the past the Science Center, past the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
What's it called? Let's find it.
Burke Lakefront Airport. Burke with an E at the end. BURKE.
Keep talking, Justin. I'll find it and pull it up.
So due to AF, whatever, what's it called? The regulations, the air regulation. FAA. They cannot put a dome on that stadium in downtown Cleveland.
Because of the airplane?
Because of the airport there. And I don't think the city of Cleveland truly is fight. I think they're putting up what looks to be a fight. It's a little bit of a front. And they're going to tell people, oh, they're taking it out of the city. And they're going to pull on people like Isaacs, who's really nice. They're going to pull on his heartstrings. But they're going to make this a better atmosphere. And you're going to get the boomer takes. You're going to get the, well, when I was there in the 1960s and saw Jim Brown run, it's like, it's 2025. And by the time the stadium opens, it's going to be almost 2030.
Dude, we got that in Poland when they took down the middle school that used to be the high school. It's like, I played, I bled, I sweat my blood and tears on that field in 1972. It's like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. That's a great memory for you, but things change.
It'd be a way easier sell for me if they didn't suck ass.
Well, that's a part too. You got it. You were right there.
So here's the stadium. I mean, here's the stadium. The stadium is, I got it. It's completely locked in though. Like I just want to show. I mean, there is nowhere to go. Right? You got.
And by the way, there's only 3 ways to get out of the city. You can't go north. You can only go east, west,
that's
south.
the lows. Dude,
so
do you ever get down there when there's a football game and a baseball game or a basketball game? Oh my god, it's
miserable. The traffic is terrible.
So there's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I didn't know there was an airport there. Look at that.
I up the FBI building is the lot I tailgated.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And it looks over.
It's like, oh, dude. So if you put a dome on here, you're gonna like literally be right in the runway.
Well, yeah,
it's not that high. That doesn't make any sense, though. It's only domes that high.
Well, even the new stadium, they're gonna build it partially underground because the airport's only 10 miles from there.
Let's
maybe.
Let's go to Brook Park.
So what is it like? Is it like a light reflecting off the dome thing? Is that what they're worried about?
I don't know.
Brook Park. So here's Brook Park.
You need to get a pilot on. Ask them about that.
Were they going to put it by the airplane over? No, there's the Cleveland. Oh, it's right by the airport too. Look.
Yeah.
Brook Park.
There was some like former UPS facility on the ground, so I don't know exactly where it's going to be, but it's an open lot right now. It's like 270 acres or something. And Brook Park is a small town.
Yeah, right. Where am I at right now? I'm not. This is not.
Where you're in DC.
Wait a second. I don't remember there being a bay over there. Hold on.
But either way, I mean, you're not far from the city. It's a 15-minute Uber ride.
There you go. Brook Park, no E-loop. You're not.
Brook Park Avenue, Ohio.
Yeah, no E in that brook.
Now where am I at? Hold on, I just want to see where I am. Oh wait,
nice. We're in Ohio. We made it to Ohio.
You're getting closer.
Oh, it's so bad being so terrible.
Take off the E in both Park and Brook.
little Brookie Park.
Park.
There it is. Brook Park. Is this right now? Brooklyn. Jeez, never mind. I'm in Brooklyn, New York.
Is that it?
No, there it is.
It's all in that area. It's by Berea. It's by the airport. Yeah, you're right there.
We get the point.
Look. This is pretty open. Does that look like a wiener?
It does. It does look like. It does look very talented.
Does that me or does that look like a wiener?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. And then we also have enough. I mean, we'll see what happens. Like you said, it's so long from now. It'll be interesting. I personally think they're going to do it. I think the Haslams are going to do it. There's too much money for them not to do it.
When it opens is long from now, but it's not that long from now when all the contracts got to be signed and all that stuff. It's coming.
Let's talk about this weekend's games.
Dude, Steelers, Ravens. What's the spread? What's the spread, Isaac?
Hold on, check.
9.5.
The Steelers are getting 9.5.
They've lost 5 in a row, haven't they? Yeah. At least 4 in a row.
I'll give the Steelers credit. They're the best at playing to their competition and like finagling their way to wins. And like it's just the past 5 games where they've lost outright, but like they're so good at finagling their way into the playoffs. And I don't think it's going to be nearly as bad as everybody thinks.
You don't think it'll be 9? Would you take the Steelers at 9.5?
I would 100% take the Steelers at 9.5.
Do you have the game? Pull the games. Let's call some games. Let's go through. Let's do a little pick. Let's do a little pick 'em. So I would take the Steelers at 9.5 too, for sure.
That's a ton of points. Just to be contrarian, I'll take the Ravens.
Can you write this down? Write this down.
I'll write this down.
Write this down. You're Justin. Write this down, and we'll do your little thing.
Yeah, are we going with spreads? You write them down.
We'll go with spreads. Are we going? Yeah, we're betting. We're betting people, Justin. We go with spreads around.
We're betting the spreads. So you have Saturday 4:30 LA Chargers at the Houston Texans.
Chargers and Texans at what's the spread?
The Chargers are giving 2.5 to the Houston Texans. I think the Chargers will hit that 2.5. I think they'll win by 3. At least.
It's a home game. Yeah, I'd say the
Chargers. They're
at Houston.
They're at Houston giving,
but the Chargers are better. Dude, Houston, I love Ladd with all of my heart. Ladd McConkey. I love him. I love him. I have a crush on Ladd McConkey. The tiny little white kid that looks like he's 16 years old, faster than freaking God himself.
Yep. I'm gonna take the Chargers. I'm gonna take the Texans at home.
Also, let me see. I got Ladd for at least 75 receiving yards, at least. My dude.
Justin, what do you think?
I can't stand Jim Harbaugh, but I'm gonna go with the Chargers too.
There you go. 100%. So I'm the only one that went out on a limb there, dude. Speaking of before we go, speaking of little white dudes, did you watch the Texas Arizona State game, Isaac?
That guy was not little though.
What was his name?
Bo Scadaboo.
Scadaboo?
Yeah.
Did you watch that game, Isaac?
No.
It might have been the best football game I've seen in probably 15 years. I mean, it was so good. And that dude passed for a touchdown. He ran for a touchdown. He got his helmet ripped off and stands. I mean, that dude, freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Speaking about tough little white guys. Freaking
you got to look at some of the memes about Ladd McConkey, and it's like the defensive players are like, I got him. He's no big deal. This little white kid, I got him. No problem at all. He's already by him.
Fast as hell.
6'6". He's only 6 feet tall.
Next game. What do we got, Isaac?
Okay.
Next game.
Next game is Saturday, 8 p.m.
Steelers. No, that's Ravens. Yeah. We picked that one, didn't we?
We picked that one. We all took the Steelers, right?
The spread
I took the Ravens.
9.5.
Ooh, you're taking the -9, going 9.5. You think
I'm laying 9.5. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll spot you guys. I'll spot you guys 9.
Yeah, I think the Steelers will cover.
That's a lot of points.
And the problem is it's at Baltimore.
Yeah.
At Saturday night. That's rough. That's rough. And the way the Steelers have been playing, I'm still staying with the Steelers, though. Just because
I hope Derrick Henry force feeds them 3 touchdowns, but I just know the Steelers are so good at finagling their way into a close game.
I'd take the under in that game.
The under?
I don't even know what it is, but I'd take it.
43.5.
Yeah,
if the under hits, I'll take. If the under hits, the Steelers will be close in that game. If the over hits, the Ravens are beating the freaking brakes off the Steelers.
Fair.
I could see like a 31-13 type game.
Really?
31-10.
I just don't see the Steelers losing by that.
Next up, you have on Sunday at 1 p.m. the Denver Broncos are at my boyfriend's house in Buffalo.
Justin Allen.
Josh Allen,
Josh,
all-American hero, Josh Allen. I forget.
Who, by the way, looks a little bit.
Guy.
Isaac, he looks a little bit like Chris Pratt. Have you seen him lately?
He's all right. But he kind of looks like Chris Pratt, but not really. But he's awesome.
Right. What's the spread?
Give
me spread. Give me spread.
Spread is Buffalo is giving 8.5 to the Broncos, which that's a big spread too.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I think the Broncos defense is pretty good, isn't it?
They're not bad. Yeah. I'm still taking. Write me down for Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo.
On the spread, 8.5?
Oh, yeah, 8.5. Y'all lay down 8.5.
Isaac?
Josh Allen's gonna run a touchdown in.
All right, we're sweeping that one, but all Bills.
Yeah, I'll take Josh Allen too.
I just don't think Denver's going that far.
No. And then you have Sunday at 4:30 p.m.
That's gonna be the Packers.
Green Bay Packers at Philadelphia Eagles, and the Eagles are giving the Packers 4.5.
4.5. That's closer than I thought.
And I think the Eagles will definitely.
Dude, the Eagles are playing tough. I'll take the Eagles.
Eagles. I'm going to go Eagles as well.
There we go.
This next one, crazy to me. I don't understand why this is. Washington Commanders at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are favored. They're giving 3 to Washington.
Giving 3 because you know why? Because Tampa's defense is not that good. I don't like.
No, they're giving 3 to Washington. So
they're giving Washington. They're getting 3.
They're giving 3 to Washington. So Tampa Bay should win by 3.
It's the home field advantage. They're saying it's even, is what they're saying, and then you get 3 for a home. I'm taking Tampa because I like Baker Mayfield.
And over under. What's the over under if you were to guess?
That's going to be a lot.
55.5.
50.5. But
that makes sense because that'll be a shooting. Because Tampa Bay's defense is piss.
I'm taking Washington in the over.
Ooh,
Washington and the over. And you get the 3 points there. I like that. I hope Baker wins, so I'm just going to take what I'm going to take.
we bet on emotion, Justin.
The most sane way to gamble.
We bet on emotion. I always bet Browns. Go Browns.
Monday Night Football is the Vikings are at the LA Rams. Minnesota Vikings at the LA Rams. The Vikings are giving 1.5.
Yeah.
So they're favored by 1.5.
Correct.
All right.
Dude,
I love
Vikings have been playing so tough.
Yeah. I'm going to take, after the Vikings showing the other day, I'm going to take the Rams.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's going to be my underdog pick.
I don't think the Rams have a big home field advantage. I think the Vikings are just better. And if that game was in Minnesota, it'd probably be 5.5 Minnesota. Right. So I'm going to go. You're getting a lot of value. I'm going Vikings.
Who's winning the Super Bowl this year?
Those are such good games. It's gonna be so.
Oh, I'm gonna watch football all weekend. I'm gonna watch football to the Super Bowl. I love the playoffs. And then you got college too. I mean, it's fantastic football.
I mean, we didn't even talk about Ohio State. That's my,
Last weekend when they had all the football games on, I literally sat on the couch for 3 days and watched football in a row. Like literally in a row. It was like
and eating all those chicken nuggets.
Oh, dude, it was so bad. My back hurt. I went to exercise, my back hurt because I was sitting on the couch so much. It was brutal. Who's winning the Super Bowl? Well, then we'll get into Ohio State. Who's winning the Super Bowl?
Could you pull up a bracket, Luke? Yeah,
I can do that.
Because I'm
gonna go
play who.
I'm going to go Detroit and Baltimore.
Dude, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say I love Detroit, man. Their offense is so high-powered.
Their defense is sketchy, but they played really well on Sunday.
Oh, man.
Right.
And they have so many guys. They have like 22 guys on injured reserve, something like that.
Buffalo couldn't play the Lions in the Super Bowl, could they?
Yeah.
It wouldn't work like that.
Yeah, no, Buffalo's in the AFC. Dude.
All right, here we go. Isaac, I'll pull this up for you.
Yeah.
Let me zoom in a little bit.
I hope
So-
Buffalo beats the brakes off of Kansas City.
So
All right.
Kansas City will play the lowest remaining seed in the second round.
Right. It does. It's not a bracket, Isaac. It's the lowest.
Yeah.
So more than
I would love to see the best game, in my opinion, I think would be Buffalo against the Lions in the Super Bowl would be the best game.
that's a
That
good
would be
game.
an awesome game.
They actually played that game earlier in the year, and it was like 45-41 or something, too. It was awesome.
That's a dream Super Bowl right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like Detroit too, dude. I'd like Detroit. That is the dream Super Bowl. Detroit and freaking
Because nobody likes
likes
a Super Bowl that's 7-10. Like nobody likes a defensive Super Bowl. Like shoot the freaking lights out.
I just
That's
want
fair.
Kansas City to get knocked off. I'm tired of Kansas City.
Dude, everybody's tired of Kansas City.
As much as I hate to say it, I do think this might be Baltimore's year to get out of the AFC, but we'll see. We'll see.
Ohio State, are they going to make it to the championship? Are they going to win the championship?
I think so, yes. And I mean, I'm very biased. I'm an Ohio State grad, huge fan, but they are playing like the best team in college football right now.
The way they played the other day, who could beat that team? Nobody could beat that team. They
You'll have Michigan fans saying, "Oh, well, we beat them."
Yeah, but that was bad. I think we overlooked Michigan, which is kind of hard to believe.
I think Ohio State has a Michigan problem, but they are set up to beat. They are set up as the
Who's going to
best
beat
team.
them? Penn State's not going to beat Ohio State.
I told Joe this on the show earlier today. I said, what is the worst thing that could happen to Ohio State this season was to lose to Michigan.
Yeah.
They hit rock bottom already. They are playing loose. They are playing free.
Yeah.
They can go out. If they lose this playoff game, they made it to the semifinals. They just beat the number one team in the country. Now it's like, Ryan Day's got the pressure off of him.
Yeah.
It's like, just go out and win now. Play loose, play fun.
And after that Michigan game too, I think they're so motivated to prove everybody wrong. It's like fun.
100%.
I agree. All right, so we're at an hour. What else? Anything else, Isaac?
I think we did it.
Are your chickens okay?
I did some chickens. I'm gonna go murder. I'm gonna go sacrifice my.
You sacrificed my chickens. Yes. What is that? What is that conversation? How do you know? My answer would be, how do you know I'm sacrificing you?
Maybe that lady out in Hubbard saw chickens flying through the air.
Wait, hold on. Can we just do it one more time? Hold on.
Yeah, since there's only 5 people watching.
There's only 5 people watching. I just want to watch it one more time. Justin, you're not allowed to laugh. Listen, if you're watching at home,
and I just freaking spit out my water.
If you were watching at home, you're not allowed to laugh at this. Do you guys hear me? If you laugh at this,
I'm sure she's a saint. I'm sure she's a wonderful human being.
You have to watch a commercial again.
I'm sure she's.
Oh,
trash.
gosh,
Down here, baby. You gotta feel grinding.
okay. Well, this is setting up.
Keeping food waste out of
If
the
you
trash,
watch,
out of
if
the
you
landfill
laugh
is
at
better
this,
for the
you're a
planet.
bad person.
It also keeps your kitchen cleaner. And that trash
I'm gonna get my laughing out early.
insane.
Oh, where'd it go?
I don't even remember what you said.
What happened? Dude, can you guys see this right now? I can't.
It's that
Kitchen better. The
in-sync aerator.
I bet if you stuck your willy in that, it hurt real bad.
It's not playing.
It's God telling us we're
no.
can't play this video.
You piece of shit.
We're playing it. We're playing it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Get out of here, baby. All right. Don't shoot it. I'm worried about that guy doing worse things than sacrificing his chickens. God, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Phillips said part of Terrace, Poland, part of Poland Township.
There you go.
Part in Poland Township Police Department. Yeah, you can tell the road switches over to Bourbon, and you can tell immediately what side Poland.
Okay. Don't laugh.
Play it.
Is it playing?
Mm-mm. I can't see anything. You're not sharing your screen.
Yeah.
It is totally God telling us not to do this. This is totally God. Don't do it, guys. What's wrong with you?
I can't see anything. Oh,
I know it's coming. Okay, you're not allowed to laugh at this. The first person that laughs loses.
I won't laugh. I won't laugh.
Yeah, these bizarre sightings.
It's a bird. Plane.
was the
It's a
surprise
drone.
that got me.
The FBI, along with New Jersey State Police and Homeland Security, are looking into what could be in the skies in New Jersey's Morris and Somerset counties. People living in those regions are seeing clusters of drones and reportedly a fixed-wing aircraft. That's why investigators are requesting the public to report any recent sightings.
I'm not typically frightened by something like that, but I just thought it was a little bit odd.
Hubbard's Mary McWeedy isn't ruling out she last Saturday at her parents' Mount Everett Road home.
And I saw something flashing, some flashing lights just above my dad's garage. There was like 3 of them. They were hovering.
All right,
around.
everybody, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're not laughing. We're not bad people. I'm sorry. She's
Keep playing it. Play it as our outro. Let her be our outro.
Okay. Goodbye,
Let her
Justin.
be our outro.
You want this to be our outro?
I want her to be
These
our
3
outro. I
red
think she
dots
was
hovering
great.
just above the property's garage.
They were
Justin, we'll see you later, buddy.
moving very quickly. They
Thanks,
said, yeah,
bud.
we've
Hey,
seen those
see you later.
handful
Bye,
of times.
Justin.
We don't know what they are. Is it a satellite?
The sighting similar to what's being reported in New Jersey.
They look identical to what I just saw a couple days ago
They
here
look
in
identical.
Hubbard, Ohio.
The FAA tells us it has not received any reports in
I'm a
Northeast
bad
Ohio.
person, I
Hubbard City and Township Police have not gotten
Bye-bye,
any
everybody.
calls on the mystery
Bye,
lights.
everybody.
While the lights spotted
Good
in
night, Wade.
Hubbard remain a mystery,
Oh,
the FAA
God, I
has
love
banned
it.
drones over a New Jersey military
Bye.
base and Trump-owned golf club as investigators.